Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name's Katie, and we are coming up on the end of Summer with the Masters 2025. I hope you've really enjoyed the past couple of months and working on your kits that fit in this event theme, which has been really just all about celebrating kind of classic artwork. I feel like Starry Night by Van Gogh is the quintessential Summer with the Masters piece. I really enjoyed seeing your projects that you've shared on social media, whether that's the Diamonds and Emeralds Facebook group or over on Instagram with the hashtag or in the Crafters Den Discord, and just seeing the wide variety of projects that everyone works on each year is always really fun. I always forget about just how deep and rich the well of this artwork is, and you guys always find pieces or artists that I've never heard of before, and it's one of the reasons that I really love this event and have loved getting to be a part of hosting this event for the 5th year running. So thank you guys so much for joining me and for just being on board with it being a very laid back and chill event this year. I just wanted to chat for a few minutes to kind of start to wrap things up. The day that this video is going to be going up is Wednesday, July 30th. And so the last official day for this event is going to be tomorrow, which is Thursday, July 31st. So go ahead and you don't have to finish your kit, but make sure that you have filled out the event entry form by the end of the day tomorrow, Thursday, the 31st. As far as the grand prizes, which I know a lot of you, I think I told you to come back and check in on this video for further details about that. The only requirement that I have is just that you filled out the event entry form. I was looking at the entries earlier today actually and saw that we had 260 entries so far, which is wonderful considering that this has been a very low-key event. In past years, I and my co-hosts have done more regular videos throughout the couple of months, but this year, for where I'm at in life and with hosting this event solo, it was a matter of either do it in a very low-key way, the way that we went ahead and did it, or just not doing the event at all. And I wasn't ready to just take the year off from doing the event. And like I said, just really appreciate that you guys were so supportive and on board with that alongside me. That said, I did have a midway point check-in video that you are welcome to take a look at if you wanted to go back and see. I did a start to finish review on The Soul of the Rose by John William Waterhouse from Distracted by Diamonds. And don't mind my pets in the background tonight. And I did want to mention and also just say a really heartfelt apology that I actually, just with the busyness of summer, I didn't get around to drawing the winners for that midpoint video just yet. And I am sorry about the delay on that. What I'm going to do is go ahead and take care of that as the event is ending. I will contact the winners through the email that you provided on the event entry form, and I'm still going to do the drawing based on making sure that you had left a comment on that midpoint video before the date and time that I had given as the deadline for that video, so it'll still go to someone that entered at the correct time and everything. So apologies for that. I will be contacting you, like I said, by email, and I will do a pinned post on that video with the names of the winners as well, just in the interest of transparency. And that is done using a random comment picker. So as long as you commented within the right time frame, you have an equal chance of winning one of those $25 gift cards as anyone else. The grand prizes, I'm giving away two $50 gift cards that can go to either a diamond painting shop with licensed artwork, like a Diamond Art Club gift card, or as long as the shop offers licensed artwork, like if you wanted to order from Distracted by Diamonds, it could be an Etsy gift card, something along those lines. So I will draw these winners after the event ends and reach out to you by email and leave a pinned comment on this video with the names of those winners as well. So, what was I going to say? What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the entries and eliminate any duplicates, because I know some of you changed your minds on what project you wanted to enter with, which was not a big deal at all, but I'll eliminate duplicates to keep it very fair. So there's just one entry per person, and I will use a random number picker to choose the winner. I'll export all the names into a spreadsheet. It'll automatically assign a number to each person, and then when I do the random number picker, then I'll match that number to the person and all that. So just wanted to be totally transparent about how that is going to work. And I'll reach out to you, like I said, by email to figure out which gift card you'd like for your $50 gift card. As far as anything else to wrap up this event, I just wanted to mention, since you got to see a full review of the Soul of the Rose, I want to do a quick mini review of my July Summer with a Masters project, which I have here. I didn't do like a dedicated unboxing, process time lapse, anything like that. But I did work on this kit, which is Starry Night by Van Gogh from Make Market at Michael's. I purchased this last year, but it is still available for purchase now, and I think is the identical kit. This is probably my favorite of the kinds of diamond painting projects that Michael's has in their Make Market line, specifically because, well, it's a smaller size, and I'm pretty dang confident that this has been hand charted, but it actually comes with a wooden hanger included. They're just magnets, and this comes display ready, so it already is like cut like this with no legends on the sides and just these white strips that are where you're going to put this border, and it's going to cover those up completely. Border, frame, these wooden pieces. So there's that one at the bottom, and then the part with the hanger is going to go over the top. I did another one of these last year. I did Almond Blossom, and I was so happy with how it looked completed that it was really one of the few diamond paintings that I genuinely could see myself displaying in my home, because I just think it looks really nice. I really do. So these run $14.99 retail in US stores. That's without a coupon. You can always wait for a coupon. Don't pay full price. But I'm always incredibly happy with the price point of the Make Market kits at Michael's. Extremely budget friendly. There's a couple of things you kind of have to sort of suck it up and deal with. Like, I don't love, they use a lot of red ink on the printing of their canvases sometimes, which I feel like tends to spread a little bit, and sometimes it could be a little bit blurry symbols and hard to read. So I really don't love that. And their round drills, I'm pretty sure they just use acrylic as the drill material, and their round drills tend to be like, they're not very faceted. They're just kind of smoother on the top. You can kind of see it there. And I find that after a little while, my pen doesn't want to pick them up. It's like the putty or the wax, once it kind of molds to the shape of the drills, it's like it doesn't want to pick them up anymore because they're too smooth, as opposed to from other companies that have lots of facets. They're a little easier to grab. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that actually both Distracted by Diamonds, who did Soul of the Rose, and I speculate that Diamond Dots is actually maybe the parent company, or they share a manufacturer with Make Market. I think they both use acrylic drills. I don't mind that with rounds. I don't love it with squares though. So, but I was really happy with how this turned out. This is actually the first time I've actually done Starry Night, the regular, like, traditional version of it. And I've always joked that this is like a diamond painting rite of passage. And so working on it felt like, oh, I'm experiencing, even 5 years into diamond painting, experiencing a fun little first. This was very, very confetti heavy. There was a little bit of like line blocking over here, but I was not really at all surprised to see that, like, okay, single placing, tons of confetti in here, because just we got the like swirly Van Gogh doing his Van Goghing thing, and confetti is central. But that's the nice thing about these really small projects, which I think is like 10 by 12 centimeters or something, 10 by 12 inches, something like that. One of those. It goes so fast. I just split this into 4 sections, and it was maybe like an hour per section. It was I just felt like it was really easy to take on, which was perfect because I injured my shoulder last month, and I really, really needed to not have another large-scale project like the Soul of the Rose to try to tackle in July. I was really trying to just baby my shoulder as much as possible while still getting to work on an old Masters kit for the event, and this ended up being just perfect because I have not done much diamond painting at all this month. So something on a larger scale with Soul of the Rose, and something a little smaller, and honestly, it's a nice option too for those of you that feel like a lot of old Masters projects will tend to be larger in size, just to try to capture some of the detail and texture of the artwork. And if you're like me, it's like sometimes that's great, that's fine, but sometimes you just want a smaller project. So if you're in the US, or I know Canada has them as well at Michael's, definitely take a look at their Make Market section. You cannot beat the price, and especially for the value of what you're getting, the quality of what you're getting, it's top tier. And it's also smaller scale projects, which are great. So love to see it. Anyway, that's just a quick look at what Summer with the Masters looked like for me this year. Whenever I get to the end of this event, I always will, of course, get questions from you guys about, are we doing it again next year? And the answer is, as always, I hope so, but kind of just going to see how life goes and how things go. So best suggestion that I have for you is to subscribe to my channel and keep an eye out. I think this year I did an announcement a couple of months before June and had been mentioning kind of just casually in my whip and chats up until that point, once I had decided to go ahead and say, yeah, it's happening in at least some form, and I'll have the details for you soon. I am not sure if either of my co-hosts might be back for next year, but I think they both, for the moment at least, I think they've moved on kind of from diamond painting YouTube, which I wish them all the very, very best, and I'm so glad they're doing amazing and wonderful things that they're loving, but we'll just see. In the meantime, if you're looking for other diamond painting events to get involved in, if you enjoyed getting to work on a themed project alongside other people working on the same thing, I will be hosting the 7th annual Drills and Chills diamond painting event in September and October. And that is a diamond painting event that is about celebrating fall and Halloween. I'll link to my announcement video below if you'd like to take a look. And it's anything fall or Halloween. So if you like the spooky side, if you like the cozy side, hopefully something for everyone, that will work. Now, that event looks quite a bit different from how Summer with the Masters looked. It's more of a challenge style where to be eligible for grand prizes, you have to have started a new project and finish it by the end of the event in October. However, there will also be weekly videos and weekly prizes and weekly giveaways that you don't necessarily have to have followed all of those requirements in order to enter for. So hopefully something for everybody. So even if you're not someone that's going to finish a kit in 2 months, there's still like 8 weeks worth of oodles of prizes to enter for. And hopefully it's just a lot of fun. So I'll have the video linked below, like I said, with all of the details. I'm co-hosting with my friend Lindsay again this year from Emeralds and Fairy Lights, and we're hoping it's going to be a really, really fun and wonderful event this year. Now, if that doesn't necessarily sound like something you're interested in, I totally get it. There are oodles of other diamond painting events that are happening on various social media platforms. I will link to a couple of resources below, including, I believe there's a Diamond Painting Events Facebook group that I think is still kept up to date. There's a couple of Instagram accounts as well that track diamond painting events on Instagram. So I'll have those linked if you're interested in seeing what else is out there. And I highly recommend that if you see something that is calling your name, go ahead and dive right into it, and you'll find some hopefully like-minded friends working on similar projects, and it could be a lot of fun. I just want to say thanks again for joining in on Summer with the Masters 2025 and making it a just really fun and relaxed event with me. I'm so happy that so many of you joined in, even though I did scale it back this year. And again, just want to thank you so much also for sharing your projects along the way and commenting on videos, and for just celebrating this genre of artwork with me. I'm going to let you go. Would love to have you as part of my diamond painting community here. I do weekly whip and chats where I chat your ear off for an hour every Monday morning. I do unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies and just lots of other diamond painting related stuff. So feel free to subscribe if that sounds good to you and you want to stick around. But I hope you're doing very, very well, my friends, and that you have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.